The Jewish people doesn't fit the laws, the rules that we know. It's an exception to the rule. Also, Vico, it's another philosopher, another historian, think it doesn't fit the normal phenomenon of the what fiction could match the reality of the Jews coming back to their land again. That was in the 20s. What would be in 1948 and coming back to Yerushalayim? So it's not yet complete. It's not yet perfect. We know that it is stages. But as the Ramban says, that if someone promises you, he gives you a whole scenario of this will happen to you, this and this and this and this, and half of the things take place exactly as he said, certainly you would expect and believe that the continuation would follow. He's been so accurate up till now, exactly predicting, and all the more so what can we say about the prophets and the Word of God that predicted and told us where we're going. In stages, in development, coming back to the land, rebuilding the land, independence in the land, and then Yerushalayim, exactly unfolding. So, like Rav Druckmann once said, how Hashem unified these two parts of the city. Right? There was a wall between the east and the west, Yerushalayim. So he unified the two parts, and now we've reached the stage of, we're waiting for the final unification of another two parts. The rabbis say there's Yerushalayim above and Yerushalayim beneath. Maybe we'll look at these few sources here. You want to pass... We'll see a few sources about Yerushalayim. I don't know how much we'll get to today. There's a Brit, Baruch Hashem. We'll stop earlier than usual. But if you see source number 2 on the left, the Tanchuma, it's in many places in Chazal. Yerushalayim mechuvenet lamala kamo Yerushalayim shel mata. There's Yerushalayim above and Yerushalayim beneath. The Al-Sheikh HaKadosh says, when you enter Yerushalayim beneath, when one enters Yerushalayim beneath, he is entering Yerushalayim above. There's this gateway, right? There's any physicists here, quantum mechanics, or relativity, right? You know, ever heard of an Einstein-Rosen bridge? These wormholes, like between, to get to other dimensions, other intergalactical or universes. This is this bridge. Not so much theory. They have all these ideas now to explain certain phenomena. Nevertheless, there's this Einstein-Rosen bridge, these wormhole between, you go between dimensions and realities. So Yerushalayim is this wormhole, this bridge between the three-dimensional world. Yerushalayim beneath is this bridge to Yerushalayim above, to the divine dimension. Like Netzach, that the Gemara says, Netzach zo Yerushalayim, the eternal. This is a bridge to, and the, like I said, the Al-Sheikh HaKadosh. Right, in Dvarim. When you enter the temple beneath, right, this worldly, it's down the block here soon, B'ezrat Hashem, it's as if you enter the temple above, and so too he that comes into Yerushalayim beneath, the physical three-dimensional, where we're sitting here, we take it for granted. Kuba el Yerushalayim shel mala. You are entering, you have a multiple presence, at the same time, a presence in this higher dimension. That's why it says the gates of Yerushalayim. Why two gates? The gates is above and beneath. You're in both together. He says, for in the the quality, the divinity, the eternity of the higher abstract divine dimension is influenced, is radiated, infuses the beneath, the lower Yerushalayim. And so too, again, in many, many places, this is just from the Tanchum and Pekudei, the Yerushalayim above is directed, is parallel to the Yerushalayim beneath. At the end of that paragraph, line number 10, and God promises Shekhinah will not enter the higher Yerushalayim until the Yerushalayim beneath will be built. The entering the above is to enable that flow, that divine blessing that the Ramchal explains, and how all the evils and imperfections in this world stem from that incomplete, the hidden face of God, the lack of that flow of the divine into this world. He is entering the higher world, and then it goes down into our world. So he doesn't enter. The Shekhinah will not go into the higher world, so to speak. That flow will not be until Yerushalayim beneath is built. There's another source I didn't bring down on the sheet in the Zohar, that God swore that he will not enter Yerushalayim above Ad kansu Yisrael b'Yerushalayim Shel-Mata, until the Jews enter Yerushalayim beneath. Our presence here, and it says our building of Yerushalayim here, is not some irregular city. And as we see, the whole world relates to this city as not something ordinary, like another city, another few kilometers. Because it's not. This is the city of eternity, or the eternal city.